Hello everyone, hopefully you're having a great day today. Merciless Vaughn here, back with another Bleach Brave Souls video. And in this one, we're going to be going over the new Valentine Patissier Crown Summons banner that's going to be releasing in less than 24 hours and see if it's worth summoning on. So hopefully you enjoy. If you do, leave a like. If you're new to the channel, you have been here for a while, please consider subscribing and help me get to 500 subscribers. I'm really close. Now with all that said, let's go ahead and get started. So first things first, this is only a 2-character mid-month banner, so that's just one less reason to summon, in my opinion. 3 characters are always better than 2. And these units are basically just kind of like Guild Quest units here. The Yumichika, as you can see here, well, let's just go to his most detailed skills here. Yeah, so from the looks of it, he's only getting Flurry +2 in Guild Quest. I mean, Flurry +2 is cool nowadays, but we're getting more and more units with Flurry +3. And then obviously he has the increased killer effect and melee damage in Guild Quest at their respective stats here. He has damage to paralyzed enemies 40%, and he also has the speed attribute character damage status summon affected enemies 30%, and the increased status summon chance against aura rankers. So you'll be inflicting his status almost often and being able to benefit from this damage to paralyzed enemies 40%. And he's also immune to the freeze duration. He also does have a 50% chance to dodge ranker damage, so there's that as well, some pretty good survivability. And so this Ren here, he's basically a link slot potion unit, or basically a farming unit really. Frenzy is at +2. He does have guard break plus hit enemies. He has the super hard link slot potions +10, which is very great if you need to farm for super pots. He also has the increased stat summon chance against hard attribute enemies, so there's that. And he does also have the regular hard link slot potions +5 too. His Berserker is at 40%, Devastation 50%. Yeah, he also does have the Crystal and Jewel Drop +75%, so if you're someone that actually needs those, there's that right there. And let's see here. Yeah, that's pretty much it. For the banner itself, it's just some mid-month units and some pretty old seasonal units that we have here. We can go through each of the featured units to see if they're good or not very quickly. So the first featured unit here we have is Xiaolong. He is a Heart Squad 0 killer unit. Soul Trait Strong Attack damage inflicted at full stam 40%. He's a ranged unit with last word on all his attacks. He has Sprinter, Guard Break, and he's immune to the weakened status element. His Berserker is 60%, Devastation 40%, Reduced Strong Attack cooldown 12%, Full Stamina damage boost base up 20%, Frenzy only at +1, defib every 2 seconds, increased status summon chance against mind attribute enemies. Team/party, increase heart attribute character strong attack damage 20%, damage slash red enemies 60%. Yeah, these are just basically the first few units are some pretty old mid-month units, so there's really nothing special about them. Up next, we have a Wonderwise here, who is a Mind No Affiliation killer unit with a Soul Trait of normal attack damage 30%. Melee unit, no status summons. He has Sprinter, he's immune to the fire status summon, and he has Guard Break on his innate skills. Bruiser, 70%, decreased damage taken 16%, decreased no affiliation damage taken 20%. Flurry +1, except for some quest types. Flurry +2 in Guild Quest. Follow up the increased damage in Guild Quest skills right here. Increased mind attribute character normal attack damage 20%. Poise and his increased killer effects in Guild Quest. Yeah, there's that right there. So just a Guild Quest unit for melee no affiliation weak. Next, we have the Holly Bell, who is a Technique Squad 0 killer unit with a super speed link slot potions +5 soul traits. Range unit, no status summon, Sprinter +1. She's immune to the fire status summon, Havoc 20%. 60% Berserker, and Devastation is also at 60%. Reduce strong attack cooldown 12%. Increase super link slot potions +10. Increase speed link slot potions +5. Frenzy +1. Increase damage to enemies not affected by ailment 100%. Guard break plus pierce iron skin and hit enemies. So a pretty decent farming unit here. Riruka, she is a Heart Hollow killer unit, soul trait damage inflicted at full stam 30%. I recently just did a 1 year later showcase for her, so if you want to see what she can do 1 year later, be sure to check it out. She has the enemies defeated mechanic here. You can see the bonuses she gets for defeating the required number of enemies. Innate skills, Sprinters, Team/Party, Stamina recovery 200%, Siphoner, Berserker 40%, Devastation 60%, Full stamina damage boost base 30%. She's immune to the fire status summon. Havoc 20%. Frenzy plus 2. Weaken defense. Long strike. Guard break. Any status summon. Spiritual pressure boost at 80%. So there's her. And so the Mashiro here, who is a power human killer unit with a super technically slot potions plus 5 soul trait. Melee unit, paralysis on all of her attacks. Sprinter, she's immune to the paralysis status summon, and guard break are on her innate skills. Berserker and Devastation are both at 40%, reduced strong attack cooldown 12%. She has the increased technically slot potions plus 5s, Havoc, Frenzy plus 2, Defibrillator 5 seconds. Increased status summon chance against technique attribute enemies. Team/party increased power attributes over damage to status summon affected enemies 40% and damage to paralyzed enemies 40%. So a pretty good farmer, and if you inflict those status elements, you'll be doing a good amount of damage. So this Momo here is a Mind Soul Reaper killer unit with the Heart Droplet drop plus 30% soul traits. Range unit, no status summons, and she has a boost on her SA2. Innate skill, Sprinter, Havoc, and a 50% chance to dodge Soul Reaper damage. Berserker at 60%, reduce strong attack cooldown 12%, complete status immunity. Increase heart droplets plus 10, increase heart droplet drop 50%. Frenzy only at plus 1. Increase damage to enemies not affected by element 100%, enhancer, guard break, and booster. So if you're someone that needs droplets, yeah, she'd be a pretty good farmer, but her SA2 with the booster and enhancer skill will definitely be useful in some situations as well. And so here we have this Orihime, who's a couple years old now, but still pretty bit popular. Speed unit with the Hollow Killer, Soul Trait, Strong Stat, Recharge Time minus 12%. Range unit, paralysis on all of her attacks. She has a boost and a barrier on her SA2, one of the reasons why she's really popular. Full stamina only, reduce strong attack cooldown 6%. Her bruiser is 20%. Berserker and Devastation are both at 40%. All status elements resistance shared 100%. Oh, they changed the wording of this skill. Interesting. Haven't seen that before. Havoc 20%, Frenzy plus 1, Defibrillator plus 5 seconds, Enhancer, Multi-Barrier plus 2, Booster. So yeah, there's that as well. My bad, I was just very interested in how they just reworded this. It was called Complete Status Immunity, but now they changed it to All Status Elements Resistance Shared. And so we have this Sun here, who is a Art Captain Killer unit with a Soul Trait of Mind Leak Slot Potions plus 5. She's a melee unit with burn on all of her attacks except her SA3. Her SA3 is a charged healing move. Innate skills, Sprinter, full stamina only, increase strong attack damage 40%, and Medic. Innate skills, Berserker and Devastation are both at 40%. She has a base full stamina damage boost of 20%. Havoc 20%, Frenzy plus 1, Defibrillator plus 2 seconds. Increased melee damage 10%, and increased melee damage in co-op plus 30%. Guard break plus hit enemies. So this is a unit that you can definitely use for epic raids. She's just kind of built for that, yeah. I'm pretty sure these skills will work in co-op IT too, but you know, just probably mainly a guild quest. And so we have this Yumichika here, who is a great power support unit. Yeah, he has the Ranker Killer, Soul Trait, Strong Stat, Recharge Time minus 12%. He's a ranged unit with no status elements. Innate skills, Sprinter, Havoc 20%, Team/Party Stamina Recovery 20%. Bruiser 40%, Berserker and Devastation both at 60%. Team/Party increased power attribute character movement speed 30%. He has the increased super pots and regular pot skills, and also as well as the increased droplet drop skill. Frenzy plus 1. Increased power attribute character strong attack damage 20%. Guard break plus hidden enemies. This is pretty much why I say he is like really, if not the best power support unit. So he just has the increased resources drop skill, and he increases your movement speed and strong attack damage by a good amount as well. And he also heals you, which is good. And we have this White Day Toshiro here, who's just really, really old. He came out before I started playing. Yeah, he's a mind unit with the Hollow Killer, Soul Trait, Strong Stat, Recharge Time minus 12%. He is a ranged unit with freeze on all of his attacks. His Soul Bomb is a debuff. Well, it has a debuff on it. In his skills, he reads Hollow Dodges, Sprinter plus 1, Team/Party Stamina Recovery 20%. Bruiser and Berserker at 20%, Devastation 40%, reduce strong attack cooldown 12%, increase heart link slot potions +5, increase hard droplet drop 30%, crazy +1 defibrillator +5 seconds, weaken defense, and guard break. And that's the last of the featured units for this banner. Alright, so that's all there is to it really. We talked about the 2 new units a bit more in detail. We went over the featured 5-star units. The banner is a 26 step up banner. At steps, let's see, 3, 13, 6, 16, you are guaranteed 1 5-star character. At steps 10 and 20, you are guaranteed 1 to 5-star character, and then you get to choose a new character's ticket at steps 25. So if you want a chance at the new units, you're going to have to go at least 10 steps in. But yeah, that's all there is to it. Is this banner worth summoning on? In my opinion, no. But if you don't have these seasonal units, you know, it will always be kind of worth summoning and trying to pick those up. But these seasonal units are pretty much over a year old now, but they're still pretty good. But other than that, they are your orbs. You can do whatever you want with them. Yeah, it's just if you would like to have all the units in the game, by all means, go ahead and summon. If summoning on this banner will make you happy, then by all means do that. Do whatever makes you happy. Or if any of those units are your favorite characters from the Bleach series and you would like to have them, by all means, go ahead and summon. And so, yeah, that's going to be it for this one. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Thank you for watching. And as usual, until next time.